Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast. And welcome to the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, we talk to David Graves, the big wig with Dallas Area Classic Chevies, the car club. Plus, Jeff has his Motor Minute, and I'll review the Ford Expedition trimmer. Doesn't have anything to do with your actual physical condition. Well, it could, I guess.
Earthquake.
Yeah. You need to work that a little closer.
Okay, there you go.
We've got a new microphone set up here today, and I'm trying to get used to it. Well, Jeff is. I don't know where it just kind of happens to me.
Yeah. Well, I took it in the restroom and they told me not to do that.
No, yeah, that's why I had to turn it down. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the In Wheel Time Car Show, along with Mike Out of This World Mars, coming to you from Neaterville, Texas. We always need more Jeff Zekin. Chief Engineer David Ainsley is up in South Carolina doing some engineering stuff for the radio stations up there. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us on this Saturday for our live show. If you're listening on a podcast, we thank you very much for doing that as well. We think we're going to have a great show for you today. We start off with our first guest, and his name is David Graves. He's the president of the Dallas Area Classic Chevies. And David, good morning to you. Is it cold up there?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, my bad. I double-clicked.
Okay.
But I should have single-clicked.
David, yes. So Mr. Mars made a little oops there. Can we hear you now? No, we can't hear him. All right. Of course not. All right.
He was talking.
Can we hear you, David? Talk to us. No, can't hear him.
Okay.
All right. So at any rate, a little story that he sent, and there is this somehow a divide when it goes to the word classic, because you realize that my 2001 Corvette is now a classic.
Right.
But in whose mind? The state of Texas, they determine who's the classic?
I think it's it
was wrong.
Yeah.
To me, a classic car is one, generally speaking, from about the mid-50s to come up with an end date.
Well, okay, 50. So you got today's date, and then they set a date to be a classic. 25 years, 20 years.
Well, that's what they say.
Right.
But I don't
go
along with
it's
that.
not necessarily a classic until that time frame.
Well, to me,
Yes.
a classic Chevrolet would be the Tri-Fives,
Right, I
55,
agree.
56, 57.
But there's different ways of thinking.
But also a 58, 59, a 60, all of those are classics.
I saw a little bug eye yesterday going down the road.
A Bug Eye Sprite?
Yeah, and that's a classic. It was half the size of a normal car on the road.
That car that I've got out there right now.
Well, that's still a little bit bigger. Yours
Yeah.
is a little bit bigger than a Sprite.
Yeah. So at any rate, so the definition of classic, I guess, really is in your own mind. But since we hopefully will get David Graves back up and running here, Mr. Morris, soon, that he will say, yes, you're correct. 5, 6, 7, those model years of Chevrolet, those are always the classics to me. And so the Dallas Area Classic Chevies, I would imagine that a 58 would kind of squeeze itself in there, wouldn't you?
I'm going all the way up into the 70s.
Really?
The classics, yeah.
70. Well, yeah. Chevy Caprice.
Ford Torinos.
Well, yeah, because,
Novas.
we're not talking about necessarily hot rods, although a lot of them have been turned into that and can be that.
Right, but it's still a classic car from that era.
Yeah.
What's a Duesenberg?
That would be an antique.
Well, also a classic, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, what are we? Were we classics?
You are the classic.
In
this room, he's the classic.
Yeah. I'm the hot rod.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. That goes back to the 30s.
Yeah.
Starting in the 30s.
Yeah.
And then really came to fruition after World War II.
Right. Because all the
returning GIs
exactly
said, we hopped up that Jeep back over there in Korea.
Exactly. Let's pull the tank motor out of there and put it in a
tank motor. At the Chrysler Museum, speaking of classics, the Chrysler Museum up in Auburn Hills, it doesn't exist anymore. They had an engine that they actually came up with that was a tank engine. You couldn't get your arms around it. It was so huge, massive.
Friend of the show, Doug Schaefer, he sent me an image of the Detroit Auto Show had an actual tank, I believe, in the auto show for display. So that was pretty cool.
Well, how about the moron that stole the the
big 5-ton or whatever.
the 10-ton actual army
And
truck.
went on a rage.
Yeah, went on
Yeah.
a rage with it. I think he
Yeah.
wiped out about 10 cars or something.
Yep.
I think we have David lined out.
Okay.
All right. David, are you there?
Hey, David.
Can you hear me? I cannot hear you.
Well, we hear you just fine. Mr. Mars, I can't do anything about him not hearing us. He heard us just fine before we went on the air this morning, so
Yeah,
what the
I don't know
issue
what's
is.
changed.
Yeah, well, apparently something has, and we don't know what it is. But anyway, so we were actually touting the fact of the Dallas area classic
I can't hear you
Chevys.
guys.
Now we can hear you. Can you hear us? He can't hear us. No. Okay. Well, we're gonna say goodbye to him, and we're going to move on with the show because we can't bother everybody with all of
I
that.
got a problem
But
here.
anyway, so there's always a question is,
Hello,
what
hello,
is
hello.
a classic car?
No,
Well, it's in your mind.
opinion, yeah.
Whatever it is that you think it is, that's what it should
Mhm.
be. And Mr. Mars, you want to join in on the conversation here?
Yeah, let me finish getting David situated.
Okay, fine.
All right.
Goodbye. Get him off of there, would you,
All
Mr.
right.
Mars? Could you get yourself off
there
of
you
there?
go.
Thank
Perfect.
you. People always ask me, what does that other guy do? Well, he does all of the engineering stuff, and sometimes puts himself on the air, and so that's what he does. And he does a lot more than just that. But sometimes we have him up a little bit too long while he's, vacuuming the house and that sort
All
of thing.
good.
Yeah. 55, 56, 57. Did you ever have any friends of yours that had one of those?
No, like
No?
I said, I was 50s, 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
And
So I did. My first buddy.
this
and-
was 1950s or 1850s.
I invite these people
I know.
into my home, and I don't know why sometimes. But
Woo.
no, of course not. So back when I was in high school, a good friend of mine, we became best friends, Ross Putnam. He says, "Yeah, man, I'm into cars." Really? I said, "What do you got?" He says, "I got a 55, but I got a souped up engine in it." I said, "Ooh, that's got my name written all
Mhm.
over it." He says, "Well, come on over and take a look at it." So it was red, but the entire front end, fenders, hood, grill, everything was painted black up front. Inside, stripped. It had 2 seats in it, driver, passenger in the front, and it was all
Metal.
satin black
All
inside.
metal,
Yeah,
yeah.
but clean, extra clean. But you open the hood, that was where it really sung.
jewelry box.
It sung to you, yes. And so that really started me on my way with the love for drag racing. We used to go down to Houston International Raceway with his 55. But back then, there were lots of them around. And another friend of ours, Craig Landry, he had a 57 convertible that had the dual antennas in the back. Remember the
Oh.
dual
Oh,
antennas?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. And the springs were pretty much shot in the back end, so it kind of squatted down in the back. Always made fun of him for that. And there were a couple of other friends that had different Chevys.
Mhm.
We got a good friend that hangs out with us over at Lupi Tortilla during the Tailpipes and Tacos event. And his name is Biff. And he's got a 55,
Yeah.
yellow and black. And it's not stock either. I don't know anybody that's got real stock cars, although there's some that do exist out there. Those would be, to me, the real classic, not a resto-mod, a restored modified, but a real classic with the either the 6-cylinder in it, could be a 2 or 4-door, doesn't make any difference. Those would be the classic cars.
Yeah.
That's all I had.
Well, I'm the 60s, 70s kind of guy. So that's
What
that's
year were
my-
you born, Jeff?
Early. I was born early.
Were you?
Yeah.
Are you a
I was
preemie
born in
baby?
the 50s. No, I was born in the 50s.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he doesn't spill the beans.
No bean spilling here.
Okay. Well, at any rate. So we had a great feature here for you with our classic car guest, David Graves, president of the Dallas Area Classic Chevies. And if you want to look at what they got, www.dallasclassicchevy.com. And that'll take you to their website, and you could find out all you needed to know about that. We used to have a couple, 3 here in town.
Yeah.
One of them went away during COVID.
Right.
And you have to understand that most of the guys that have classics, they're getting older.
Yeah.
Not me.
They're selling them off,
No,
not
me.
necessarily handing them down. They're getting rid of them.
Yeah, well, the families are,
Right.
because they don't know what to do with them.
Right.
It's a hobby that us old guys had for years and years.
Exactly.
And years.
And the kids aren't interested. Or
Correct. Yeah. Now, so what's going to happen with my now classic 2001 Corvette when I'm dead and gone?
We'll give that one to the Nug. The Nug. will
Actually, the
drive it.
Nug. No, I think that it'll probably be Katie. Katie will have to. She's the only one that knows how to
Drive
drive
a stick.
a
That's
stick,
true.
a stick
That's
shift,
true, too. The Nug is his grandson. So in case anybody didn't know.
which is a nickname for
Yeah.
the boy. Yeah, his real name is Rhett.
There.
I found out yesterday there's a street in Houston called Rhett,
Ah.
R-H-E-T-T. Yeah, I did not know that.
I'll be darned.
Yeah,
The kid's not even 2 years old. And he's got a street named after him. Look at
apparently so.
that.
Yeah.
How about that?
So anyway, so much for our right out of the box interview with the classic Chevy guy.
Yeah, he wanted to show us his classic
Yeah.
Chevy. And,
As a matter of fact, if you really want to see some really good, cool classics and resto mods, go to the next Tailpipes and Tacos. And
Yeah.
if I can ever get Chase Murray to get back with me and give me the date of the spring one, it's going to be somewhere right before Easter.
We got a window, but not an exact date.
Yeah. So at least we know that much. Isn't
Yeah.
that right, Mr. Mars?
yes, sir. That's all we need is a date. And
Yeah. And we need it pretty soon, as a matter of fact, because we've got other people that want us to do remotes. And we signed up for one because we didn't know. And it just so happened that it conflicted with what the Tailpipes and Tacos event was going to be. Well, they had already said, come on down. And we said, okay. See, we don't be ugly and say, gosh, I'm sorry. We're going to go over to Tailpipes and Tacos. So anyway, as soon as we get the date, we'll let you know, but it's going to be right before Easter. When is Easter this year? Do you know?
It's on a Sunday.
You're always so clever when it comes up to that sort of stuff. Let's see. That would be in April, we assume.
Yeah.
Mars, you're not chiming in here. You're not helping at
I'm
all.
looking at the calendar trying to figure out when Easter is.
Yeah, I don't know.
The 12th.
April the 5th.
What?
April the 5th is Easter this year.
Oh, you're right.
April the 5th. So sometime in late March would be my guess is when we're going to have the next Tailpipes and Tacos.
Yeah, because that would be the first Saturday of April. So
Yes, that's correct. And it can't be that weekend. Well, it can be.
but
And that
generally
would
not.
be our luck, but we hope not. Matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to rattle that boy's cage right now while we're on the air and say, Chase.
Uh-oh.
We're going to put you on the spot, but we're not going to put you on the spot.
No, and if he's not careful, I'll put him on the air while he's still in bed. When is T and T? Question mark. Send. We'll see if he answers back. Who knows? He may be on the other side of the earth, kind of like Ainsley is.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. We get a little breakdown then, and everybody goes,
Yep.
they just disappear. We don't. When was the last time you took a vacation?
We took a couple 3 days a few weeks ago during Christmas,
Yeah?
but not an actual. I'm trying to get the screen back up.
Yeah,
so
I know.
bear with me.
I know what you're trying to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. I'm not going with you, though, Jeff, next time you go, because you go and you get sick.
Yeah, I had a bit of a bug.
The other thing is, when is the Texas road trip? When is that scheduled? Do you know? Do we have a date yet?
For what road? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Bobby and
The
that's
hot rod tour.
Yeah, hot rod tour.
Hot Rod Tour of Texas. When is that?
That's April 24, 25, 26, I believe.
Okay. Well, there's you an opportunity to see lots of classics in all sorts of conditions.
Well, not only that, but you can follow Hot Rod Tour of Texas on Facebook and YouTube. They've got incredible. They post a bunch of stuff every day,
Yeah,
multiple
they're
times
pretty
a day. They're very, very active, and you learn a lot. You can see a lot, and you see the same old suspects, but then you get to know other people as well.
Well, the fun thing about that, I had a talk with somebody about that just the other day. They were thinking about joining a bowling team or whatever. And I said, well, I did that, but once I got into the Corvette Club stuff, we went everywhere and met lots of people. And some of those people are still my friends today.
You bet.
We're talking about 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Bill and Sharon Sides, who live not that far from me, through the Hemi hideout. And Bill was the one that was instrumental in getting me together with John Hovis, Hemi hideout guy. Anyway, all right. I guess we can move on now.
Sure.
Is that okay, Mr. Mars, if we move on?
Yeah, I think we probably should give it some serious thought.
Okie dokie.
All right. Well, we're just going to have to do that. Just ahead, Jeff's Motor Minute and a review of the new Ford Expedition Tremor. And no, it's not a medical condition. That's all when the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues right after this break. The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flammeado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla, he's pretty good.
Make a splash. Live the dream. It all happens at the Houston Automotive Show at NRG Center. Check out classic autos to today's cars and trucks. Experience off-road adventures with Polaris, Ram, and Camp Jeep. Explore 5 acres of the newest sport boats, fishing boats, and much more. It's all here, from the open road to the open water. If it thrills you, you'll find fun for the whole family. Get your tickets now. The Houston Automotive Show, making waves and fueling adventure.
For the live In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time on InWheelTime.com, YouTube, and Facebook. Check us out. It is for free. And don't forget, 30-minute podcasts of our shows can be had from your favorite podcast store. And just to kind of glom on to the Houston Automotive Show, we're going to be doing a live broadcast from there.
A couple of weeks, yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to be from 9 to noon that day, I believe, is what we all agreed on. Is that correct, Mr. Mars?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so 9 to noon out there at, now we'll be there an hour before the doors open.
Right.
So you can line up out there with all the other people just dying to get in to see us.
I might even step out in the hallway and sign some autographs while you're doing it.
I think you should.
I think we
Well, but be sure you kind of let the first rush through, the first wave, so you don't get trampled.
Thank you, Mike.
Do we know where we're going to be inside the show yet?
I'm pretty sure we're going to be right back where we were across from Jeep and Ram display.
Perfect.
On the edge of the Stellantis setup.
Oh, good. So hopefully we won't run into that grumpy guy that sets that up.
Closer to the beer stand. That's what I agree with.
Well,
Mars is not saying
Okay.
anything.
I'm trying to figure out where the beer stand is.
Oh.
Well, it's back there by the restrooms where we come in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Back there in the
okay.
back. Yeah.
Conveniently by the restrooms.
Conveniently,
There you
yes. Especially for us old guys.
With trimmers.
With trimmers. Time now for Jeff's Motor Minute.
There you go. I got a story here by Christopher Smith. He's with Car Buzz. The Dodge Hornet is going away.
Yes.
In 2022, it was something of an old child amid the Hemi-powered Dodge Chargers, Challengers, Durangos, all that good stuff there. The 4-cylinder hatchback, it was essentially an Alfa Romero toenail, as Don would say,
Yeah.
but in Italy with a Dodge face and shipped to America. But yes, it's official. After going to production hiatus last year, amid all the tumultuous tariff policies, Dodge pulled the plug on the Hornet. It was introduced at a time where Dodge's future looked very different from its V8 powered past. Stellantis was still kind of cruising at the point where, to be fair to Dodge, every automaker was looking to electrify or do something different with their models. But Dodge is going away on the Hornet side, so good luck to them. I don't know what they're going to do. They're probably going to put an EV in its place, which that's normally what they do. But check it out. Story by Christopher Smith at Carbos. There you go. I'm still getting used to this, so I apologize.
It's all right.
I'll put a headset on just for
See,
old
everybody
time's
said,
sake.
oh, yeah, everybody needs it. Just a regular stick microphone. Okay? You know how to work one?
No. Okay.
Most people don't. And I'm not bragging there's no, I get it. We
Get it.
all were there at some point or another. But yeah, when you start, it's a whole different thing from the sportscaster headset where the microphone moves with you.
Yeah. I'm going to take this and kind of do like a Barry Manilow set.
I want you to sing Barry Manilow.
There you go.
Name a
Yeah.
Barry Manilow song.
Well, just name a jingle.
All that.
Yeah. A lot of jingles.
Didn't he write?
Wrote a lot of jingles.
Time
That's how I
to get
started.
the world three-part harmony. Didn't he do that?
Mandy?
No, with the
He did Mandy?
Coca-Cola commercial.
Oh.
Well, you did Mandy. Yes, we know that.
That's don't say that. All right.
Oh, I guess that was kind of the wrong term to use, isn't it? You did Mandy, yes. Time now for this hour's car review. I had the opportunity to drive the 2025 Ford Expedition, made in Louisville, Kentucky, all American. Available trim levels are the Active, the Max Active, the Platinum, the Max Platinum, the Trimmer, which we had, the King Ranch, and the Max King Ranch. You can only imagine what the Max
yeah.
King Ranch costs.
Big one.
I reviewed the Trimmer 4x4. This is a standard or full-size body-on-frame SUV. Underneath it, it's a F-150 pickup truck for the most part. That's what it's based on. Exterior changes. Well, it was fully redesigned for 2025, although I think most of us would be hard-pressed to be able to tell the difference between a 24 model and a 25 model.
Yeah.
Exterior features. Trimmer grille, which is distinct amongst all of the Expeditions. Gives a nod to the Chevrolet, actually. The front grille kind of looks like a Chevy with the bar through the middle of it, with that center horizontal bar. Also, it does have copper gold accents. Now, some people said, I don't like that. I do. I think it makes it different, stands out a little bit. Gives you an idea that straight horizontal side body moldings on it. Extra lighting now on the rear hatch makes it more unique. What I really liked about it was that the Trimmer package gives it a more off-road or rugged look. Not sure about the back hatch with the two-tone look for most of the Expeditions. You may have seen one or two of those. Kind of a piano black thing going on back there around the color that's on the car. Interior highlights, Trimmer stitching on the seat backs, comfortable seating throughout, easy access to the second and third rows. Yes, this is a 3-row vehicle. Sweeping driver display, love that. Plenty of cubbies throughout the cabin, and really electrical connections throughout as well. Cargo, adequate. With the third row seats up, it's just okay. Clearly, the seat's going to take up some room back there in what would be the cargo area. What I liked, the design and the quality with optional 2-foot center screen.
Wow.
A 2-foot
Wow.
center screen. I did say that. What could use improvement? The steering wheel accessory controls are overcomplicated, and you've got to look at a screen to see what you're doing, which kind of defeats the purpose because you're supposed to be watching the road.
Exactly. And it's not Ford's fault. They all do it. Mine does it too, because you make a mistake and you go oopsie on the steering wheel, and you're not where you want to be in the system.
Yep. 3.5 liter high output EcoBoost V6, 440 horsepower,
Wow.
510 pound-feet of torque, 10-speed automatic transmission with a tow rating of 9,000 pounds max, depending
That's
on
a
how you
big
got
truck.
set up. It's huge. It's an aircraft carrier. Mileage, 15 miles per gallon in the city. I guess it's better than the V8, the old V8 that isn't available anymore, because I think it got 12 or 13. 22 on the highway for a combined of 18. I got 16.6 over 486.1 miles. What I liked about it, the power, not only in the horsepower, but the torque. What could use improvement? Obviously, fuel economy. I think this would be ripe for a hybrid.
Or a diesel.
Or a diesel. But, it's funny because, they've tried diesels in these things before. Chevy did it. They've all done it when they get this big. And it would make sense. But people, you got to have a mindset for diesel.
Right. You're going to the eco side of the ownership rather than the torque and the towing.
If you tow a lot, if you got your landscaping trailer behind you that's got 10 tractors on it, then maybe a diesel would work.
But there again, Ford does make diesel F-150s and 250s.
They do.
Yeah. So
and I don't know what it would take to put a diesel in this, but that's
body and frame. Yeah.
Another open can of worms, because remember, when you change engines in anything, then you get the EPA involved.
Yeah.
And it just becomes a whole nother issue.
Well,
What I liked about it,
that,
the extra large, long limousine ride.
Oh,
It's sweet,
Yeah.
baby. What could use improvement? Steering radius is a little bit on the long side, but remember, it's about 100 feet long, so it's going to take you a little bit to get in that parking
It's
spot.
the SS trimmer, USS trimmer.
Yes, it's exactly right.
Aircraft
What could
carrier.
use improvement? The steering radius. All right, so here's the pricing for this.
Uh-oh.
The base trim price for the trimmer is $83,945. Prices tested, $86,695. Probably most in the floor mats, because you got to have about 15 of them. Base model price, $57,400. So you can get in one
Yeah. Without floor mats.
without the floor mats. Yeah, there's rubber flooring in it. $57,400. Okay, competitors. Well, you know what they are. Chevy Suburban 61.5 is where it starts. The Yukon XL, which is the Chevy's other brother, that's 69.9. And we threw in the Toyota Sequoia, although it's not quite as big. It starts at
More off-roady, yeah.
62,425. Not as much sheet metal.
Yeah.
So you get a break on that.
Yeah. Probably
So-
not as heavy either. Or less towing. Could be less towing.
Yeah. And that is my review of the 2025 Ford Expedition. There's the Monroney on it.
Oh boy.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Ford blue.
A lot of fine print.
nice
It is. You
vehicle.
got to have your glasses on
Yeah.
for that. Anyway, we've got another car review next hour, and I have to dig down to tell you what. Well, no, I don't have to dig down that far, but I did want to tell you that next hour I am going to review the Lincoln Aviator all-wheel drive.
I didn't see you have that one. You had that was a short one. You had it was a short
Well,
week or
it's a
something?
midsize.
No, I mean you didn't have it for a long time.
Oh yeah, I know, because we were going through Christmas and New Year's at
Yeah.
that time, and so they usually I get a car change on Thursday. This particular one happened on a Tuesday,
Right.
and so it was.
Yeah,
And
comes
the
with a
reason I say
holiday
that
on
is when he has a
Thursday.
vehicle, sometime during the week, I'll see the vehicle and he'll point out the features and go over the Maroni with me. So it's kind of interesting, very cool.
It is actually. I have a lot of people
Drive around
comment
it.
about the fact
Takes me
that I
for
get to
rides.
drive a new, different car every week, and I kind of take it for granted. I've been doing it for so long, but I really enjoy it, and really appreciate the manufacturers loaning me the vehicle for a week because they don't have to. That. Hey, if you'd like to get in touch with us, send us an email. The address is info@inwheeltime.com. We're back after this quick break. You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. Apple or Android, In Wheel Time podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and jonesing for a different kind of car talk show, give In Wheel Time a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture and Mike's Driving Destinations, all on In Wheel Time. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, and we know you love lists. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.